Pink Bubble. Well, welcome to Midland, Texas. I am future Elite Executive National Sales Director, Natalie Cargile. And I'm so happy to be visiting with you today. Today, I look forward to sharing with the world my story and really show you how I went in just 18 months from a debut party to $30,000 in savings after expenses, and of course the 2017 pink Cadillac and a unit of more than 120 women. Okay, and so just let me start by saying, if you never considered Mary Kay, never thought this was something you'd ever be interested in, that was me. Okay, and I have some notes because I want to make sure I stay on track as I share my story. My hope today is that this helps you to become more interested in booking, selling, and recruiting. And also, for the women that don't think this is an opportunity for them, hopefully it'll give you an itty bitty inkling of what Mary Kay can do for you. So let me just start again by saying I never thought I would do Mary Kay or become a beauty consultant. My neighbor down the street a bit, she asked me if I'd be willing to come and do be her model. She was having a Mary Kay glamour event, and there were some clothing vendors there, and she asked if she could use my face. And so initially I was like, girl, no, I don't wear Mary Kay. And I had just had a baby, so I was not interested in modeling anything. Any moms out there, can you attest to that? And so long story short, I decided to go ahead and participate. And I got there, they applied the glamour, we did the outfits, I walked, it was fun. And I was forced to sit in the back of the room and, listen to the whole Mary Kay deal, okay? And I remember the whole time I was in the back row watching these crazy Mary Kay ladies with all this excitement. And I remember I was sitting next to a gal named Jamie Alexander, and I whispered to her, I would never do this. I would never do this. Well, after that, a woman came up. She was the guest speaker, and she was married to a man that played in the major leagues, made a lot of money. And I think she said $20,000, but that was her highest income for the month. So that immediately got me interested in her income. So I thought to myself, if your man's all that, why are you selling Mary Kay? Well, when she mentioned the $20,000 a month, I was all ears. So obviously $20,000 a month is great for any household, even if you have a husband that makes a lot of money. But needless to say, that was April 28th, 2015. And I decided, okay, it's $100. I'll sign up. I came home, my recruiter sent me an email. I did the whole deal online, $100, yada, yada, yada. And I remember walking around the house for literally 45 days. And I was saying, to my husband, I'm gonna do this, but I'm not really gonna do this. And don't you tell anybody that I signed up for Mary Kay, okay? I wear MAC, okay? This is 19 months ago, so I've grown since then tremendously, but that was my mindset. I thought it was embarrassing to sign up as a Mary Kay beauty consultant. That's for old people. Okay, can we be real on this video? Okay, let's be real, because that was my mindset. This is for old people. So I didn't want anyone to know about it. I wasn't going to put anything on Facebook. And this, if I sold anything, it was going to be to like my mom who liked Mary Kay and to older women. Okay. And you see, I moved to Midland, Texas, and we're at my house in Midland, Texas. I moved here as the morning news anchor for Channel 2. That is our ABC affiliate here locally, and I thought I would be in news forever. Before I knew it, I ended up meeting a man on my show named Mickey Cargile, and Mr. Cargile owns one of the largest investment companies in the state of Texas. He manages more than $1 billion. He's a great businessman. He's a genius, and immediately, it's like, oh my gosh, Mr. Cargile. Long story short, that's my husband today. But When my contract came to an end in 2010, I was in a position where, I had a non-compete clause. I couldn't go to any other stations. I wasn't totally happy where I was. And my boyfriend, now husband, said, just stay home, do what you want. And so I thought, okay, I'll do that. Before I moved to Midland, I was living in Miami, Florida. I was in graduate school at St. Thomas University, earning a master's in electronic media. I was a producer for the morning show Today in Florida, WSVN 7. Hey, who's in Miami? And I was also a Mac makeup artist. So I was like the Mac girl, and I wasn't getting away from Mac, going back to the mindset that I had when I signed my agreement. But anyhow, when I landed in Midland, I thought the news was going to be my dream job. And, things just actually, changed. The economy plummeted in 2008. And that's when Mickey came on my show and talked about, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you are working for someone else, there were so many key pieces that always come back to me now as a business owner. But anyhow, for 5 years, from 2010 to 2015, I was a stay-at-home wife. We had a baby in 2014, and I thought I was an entrepreneur. I thought I was an entrepreneur. So my husband's kind. He's like, do what you want. So I had lots of businesses. Ladies, who has a business out there, but you're not making any money, but you got a website, so you think you got a business. Okay, that was me. My middle name is Carmel, so like all my businesses were around Carmel. So there was the Carmel Collection. There was Carmel Cosmetics. I had a line of just lip glosses. When I was working at MAC, I was like, man, I can make my own line of cosmetics. Oh my gosh. Had Carmel jewelry. I mean, it was just really a mess. Good experience. I failed forward. Today I would never consider those businesses, but at that time I thought I was an entrepreneur. So this is just so funny that here I am in the world of Mary Kay in the pink bubble. So fast forward to 2015. I wasn't making any money in any of these businesses, and my husband, after probably more than $100,000, his numbers are different than my numbers, but I'll say $100,000. He was like, you're not doing this anymore. Okay. You're just not, let's do something else, because this is becoming a money pit. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just work out all the time. So that was like my new thing. I was working out all the time. So, I'm walking around the house, 2015. I'm not going to do this. I don't want anyone to know. And finally, my husband said to me, who cares? Who cares? If you want to do it, do it. Try it for 365 days. If you do not like it, it doesn't work out, quit. Well, the great thing about Mary Kay is that we have a 365-day, 90% buyback. And so I thought, all right, that's it. I'm gonna do it. I'll never forget the day. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. Sometimes we just need a little nudge from the right person, right? To build our confidence. And also, adversely, the same thing can happen if you get a nudge the wrong way and someone rains on your parade, and then you're just like, I'm not gonna do it. Thank God he gave me the great nudge. So I decided I'm gonna have my debut party. My debut party was June 28th, 2015. So not this summer that just passed, the summer before. And the debut party was great. I made about $200. I had some people come, they looked at some catalogs, they picked out some things, and that was the fastest $200 I ever made. Carmel Collection didn't make $200. We never even got in the red. We were like, the black, whatever that is. See, like I'm still learning, but never made any money. Put it that way. Okay. So after my debut party on June 28th, I asked my recruiter, who's also my senior sales director, where's the money? How do I make the money? There's a pink Cadillac that y'all have too, right? How do I get that? I want that, and I want some money. Well, then she showed me the Applause magazine, and I was immediately available for the opportunity. Mind, body, soul, everything. I want this. That was my mindset. So I knew that the first thing I needed to do was become a director. If I want to become a national, right? Future Elite Executive National Sales Director, Natalie Cargile, okay? And I'm going to talk to you guys in my future videos about your mindset, you know, how you refer to yourself. So, you know, for the last 12 months, it's always been Future Elite Executive National Sales Director, okay? And we'll talk more about that, but I knew I needed 10. So June 28th was my debut party. July, I recruited 5 people. August, I recruited 5 people. Everyone got active. September 1st, I submitted to DIQ. September, October, November, I finished DIQ. December 1st, I was a director. Okay, so if you're in the pink bubble, you know that your first year you have your challenges, and those are, you know, On the Move, Fabulous 50s, Honor Society, and then Dean's List. And those were the original markers that I set for myself, you know, and that's what I knew I needed to do to continue to soar and do well. And not only did I complete all of those, but I also was #1 in my debuting class, my director debuting class. So that was quite wonderful. And when I started my business, I was like everyone else. I knew nothing about the business. I didn't know anything. All I knew is I needed 10 people. And I tell ladies in my unit all the time, especially the new ones, because I like to get them winning quickly. You don't need to know anything. You can study everything you need to know, all the details along the way. You need to be able to book, sell, and recruit. And we're going to talk about that because I love Mary Kay so much that now I just want to help women maximize this opportunity. It is so sad. I have friends still today, you know, I tell them that I've done this, I tell them that I've done that, and they still have to think about whether or not they want to consider this opportunity. Okay, so that's all right. A no right now isn't a no always. It's just no for right now. So it was clear to me that if I was able to get people at my table, this is the money table, by the way. Hey, made a lot of money at that table. We all need a good table. Everything happens at the table. So I immediately became obsessed with bookings and becoming excellent at performing and executing a facial. That's imperative. Your facials have got to be on point. And so that was very important for me. So every day when I'm out running, not necessarily today, I'm listening to other things, but 18 months ago when I was out running, I was listening to Michelle Cunningham and her videos on performing facials, or In Touch. I was always getting education instead of listening to just music. And that's how I kind of utilized my time and made sure I was learning, you know, when I'm out and about. I also made sure I mastered booking, selling, and recruiting. And by my 6th month as a director, our unit was averaging 20 new consultants a month. Yes, y'all. 20, 21, 18, and this started about July or August. So by that time, it was my 6th or 7th month as a first-year director, and we were on it. I'm a recruiting machine, I'm a booking machine, I'm a selling machine, okay? Back to your thought process. I'm Future Elite Executive National Sales Director Natalie Cargile, right? Who are you, pink bubble? Who are you? Okay? And ladies in the pink bubble, that's what I want you to take away from this video. Your thought process is everything. Your thought process is everything. When I thought I couldn't do this and I wasn't going to do this and I wore MAC, then I wasn't doing it, I couldn't do it, and I wore MAC. Now, I wouldn't dare wear MAC. Do you realize that I have MAC beauty consultants that I know, sorry, my nose is running, that say, you know, I'm same attitude as I had. But do you know that if you like got a school bus, okay, and you packed every woman, mother and child that you knew, and you brought them to MAC Cosmetics, and they spent $100 a piece, and say there were like 50 people, okay? Woman, mother, child, in this bus, 50 people, all spending $100, okay? MAC wouldn't give you a thing. They'd say thanks. I don't even think they'd give you a free eye makeup remover. Isn't that something? But if you do that with Mary Kay, what are you gonna get? A lot. And so it goes back to the thought process where a lot of people are not even mentally there to become a businesswoman. They're still selling like Carmel Cosmetics and Carmel Collection. Okay, joke on me. But I just love, love, love this business. And if we just can open our hearts and our minds, we can realize the opportunity here. So anyway, I tell my consultants all the time, shift your brilliance, shift your brilliance. There's an amazing author that I got to hear speak, and his book's entitled Shift Your Brilliance. And I decided I'm going to shift my brilliance and I'm going to get rich in Mary Kay. I'm going to enrich the lives of others. Everything happened. June 28th, as I mentioned, my first deal was about the money. How am I gonna make some big money, okay? Because I see this person's making this X amount of dollars, this person's making this. It's about the money, right? When you start the business. But what's so amazing is that once you really get fully involved in this pink bubble, the money is wonderful. The money's wonderful. But the forever friendships, the blessings, the ability to take a woman that is so shy and, lacking the confidence that it takes to work this business, you watch them grow into an unbelievable leader. And you are the big part of that. And that's what I love about this business. You have the ability to make a woman feel beautiful every day, every day. You can teach them how to put on makeup, teach them how to keep their skin beautiful and clean. And that's just why I love Mary Kay. But again, it all starts at the table. So I just want to ask you today, what is your ultimate goal if you're already in the pink bubble? And if you're not in the pink bubble, get in the pink bubble. I'm sure there's a consultant out there that would love to tell you about the pink bubble and why it's amazing. And the funniest part about this whole deal is I was sitting in the back of that room on April 28th watching these Mary Kay ladies full of this Mary Kay enthusiasm, which I didn't even know what that was back then. And now when people are coming to my unit meetings, because our meetings are quite large, we have more than 120 women in our unit, this 19th month since I started my business. And I am the crazy Mary Kay lady. And I tell myself, my husband said, stop saying that. You're a Mary Kay success story. You're a Mary Kay success story. I love my husband. Oh my God, Mickey. But yes, and it's all about your thought process. These women are excited because they're making money. They're driving free cars. Their car is pink. And if you're an AKA, you really love driving a pink car. It just doesn't get any better. You have all these new friends. Before Mary Kay, when I would run into someone that I admired, maybe their dress or their makeup or their hair or their pretty baby, all I could do was give them a compliment. But with Mary Kay, I have so much to offer everyone. I'm talking to everyone. National Sales Director Terry Schaefer, I love her, and she's amazing. And she said to me in my unit one time, she came and spoke to us via, Zoom, and or Facebook Live, and she said, Mary Kay is a collection of friends. It's a collection of friends. I have so many more friends that I would have never had it not been for Mary Kay. So I want to talk about your numbers. Your numbers. If you're in the pink bubble, numbers are important. Tracking is important. If you do not have 10 personal recruits, okay, you need to go talk to everyone that loves you. That's your mom, your aunt, your uncle, everybody, your cousins. If you do not have 10 recruits, and even if you don't have 100, and I'm going to talk about that too, because in my next video, I want to show you how to easily get to 100 people. If you're a director or you're a beauty consultant, and you do not have 10 consultants, personal recruits, or you're a director and you do not have 100, you do not breathe. You do not breathe until you get 10, 20, 50, 100 recruits. You don't breathe. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure that was corporate. I'll call y'all right back. I'll call you right back. I'm going live. Actually, this is pre-recorded, but I'm doing a video. Okay? But anyhow, you do not breathe until you get 100 folks. You do not breathe. And, people are different about this, but for me, I say in your stretch to your first 100, you are not picky. I hear a lot of women say, you know, I want sharp women. I want sharp women. I don't care about if you're sharp. I care about, do you have $100 and do you have some grit? Are you willing to work? Okay? Are you willing to follow my lead? Are you teachable? Are you coachable? That's what I'm worried about. You know, how many times have you been out and about not looking all as sharp as you could or as sharp as you usually look because maybe you're in the middle of running the kids here or doing this or doing that and you're just out in the world and, you know, coming back not in your excellence. Well, who's to say you wouldn't be the perfect recruit for me? And that's why I don't specifically focus on sharp women. And so I say to anyone that does not have 100 right now, we're taking everybody. We're taking the goats, the donkeys, the cows, the chickens, the crows, the cats, the monkeys, the cows. You do not discriminate. You are not in a position to discriminate. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in my next video. But I think those are some things that are very important. I think we think too hard about this. So there's so many ways to make big money in this business and to build your team quickly. You're not going to get big money in the business if you're not building your team quickly. Since August, between my personal sales and my commission checks, I started making $10,000 a month that month in August, but between the sales and the commission. And that continues today. That continues today. Carmel Cosmetics never did that. MAC never did that. Carmel Jewelry never did that. What else was there? Cosmetics, jewelry, Carmel Collection. It never did that. Now, I want to tell y'all, the clothes were bad, okay? The clothes were bad, okay? We even have a Facebook page, but don't even waste your time because we're in the pink bubble. We're in the pink bubble, but they were just too expensive. If you wanted to buy a Carmel dress, it was $450. Pfft, how many people can buy that? It was crazy. Anyhow, so I love Mary Kay because my income is stronger than it's ever been, and I've only been doing this for 19 months. My circle of excellence is extraordinary. I have so many amazing women that I get to do life with and roll with. They make me better. They make me smarter. They make me stronger. They make me more confident. And then again, in the last 365 days, really my first 365 days, we got our first vehicle as we pushed through DIQ in my 4th month. Vehicle 1. Then within like 4 or 5 months later, we got the Chevy Equinox, and on December 31st, we finished the pink Cadillac. So that's a 2017 pink Cadillac. I cannot wait until it arrives. It's so beautiful, and it's being made for me right now. So on my next video, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So it took about 6 to 7 months into my directorship to build up to more than 75 people. And then after that, we just exploded. And then the Cadillac, of course, as I mentioned, we got that as well. And just the income, it grew and it grew big, and I'm just getting warmed up. Who out there is just getting warmed up? Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait to sign that agreement. Don't wait to get serious. Don't wait to get on the phone. Don't wait to book, sell, and recruit. Do it right now. Do it right now. On my next video, I will talk more about how to push through DIQ and get to 100 quickly in more detail. And if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Woohoo! Boom! Pow! Bang! Bing! I just learned this new editing thing, so I thought that'd be fun. I have some great video that I'm willing to share. I think everybody needs to know about this Mary Kay opportunity. And I think if you sit down with your consultant or your sales director, your recruiter, or just that friend that keeps bugging you about having a Mary Kay party, you might decide that you're happy, that you're willing to take advantage of that. My goal is that this video will inspire you to race to the top. Race to the top. Don't wait. It could. You waiting on this business could cost you millions of dollars over your lifetime. It truly can. And now that I have an offspring, I totally see how that can happen. So if you have a friend that thinks, you know, they were this or that, they're too good for Mary Kay, this might be the video for them. Like and share this post if you think it'll help your unit or your friends to join your unit or your team. I'm wishing you the best of luck. I hope you've enjoyed my video today. I'm signing off. I am future Elite Executive National Sales Director, Natalie Cargile. Have a great day.